I need to decide whether I'm going to cut this particular bracelet into straight beads all the way across, or if I'm going to cut them into curved beads. And if I'm going to choose the curved choice as our bracelet example on my wrist, I'm going to need to use the ArtWay jig. And we'll move on to that next. Okay, we've smoothed our seams and we're ready to make some decisions about how we're going to cut our bracelet. If I'm going to use a jig, this is the jig I recommend, and this is how we use the jig. This is a shaped aluminum bracelet, blank, and it actually fits right into the jig like this. And your jig gets clamped on either end to your table, and I'm going to do that in just a second. I'll move it as far over as I can so I have plenty of room for my extrusion, and clamp it down. Do the same for the other side. And clamp it down. So I clamp each of my clamps nice and tight. I want it secure so that while I'm cutting, I have nothing moving. I'm going to bring my extrusion close so that I can cut this beautiful extrusion right in half. And I want 4 inches approximately here and 4 inches approximately here so that I can lay my extrusion on here and cut through with my blade. So here we go. Nice even cut. I'm going to lift it off very gently. Set it right on top. I'm going to take it right to the edge and nice and even on the curve of this aluminum so that when I draw my blade through, it won't shift or move. I want my blade nice and clean. I'm going to take my blade and lay it right into the first slot. Push down, drag it towards me, go to the next slot, push down, drag it towards me, lift out. Push down, drag it towards me, lift out. All the way across. Push down, push down. Now you don't want to torque it either way. Each time straight down and towards you. Straight down and towards me. Now I've cut this extrusion in half so I have more than enough for each half that I'm going to cut on the jig. And when I assemble it, I will easily string with my elastic the length I need for my bracelet. Now I've gone through every single cut. I'm a little bit shy of this one with my extrusion, so I'm not going to even try to cut it. I'm going to hold this down, release my clamp. If I let go of this, all my extrusions could jump out of position, so I'm going to be very gentle about how I lift up. I'm going to go over here and release this side of the clamp. Again, I'm holding it and lift it off. And now you can see all my extrusions beautifully sliced. And at this point, I'm going to remove some that aren't worth cooking, and I can have this clay back and retrieve it, use it again. And any that I might have missed, again, I wouldn't use them. I'd pull them off. And here's my beautiful cuts ready to be cooked. I'd do the same with my other length of extrusion, and I'd place them both in the oven to cook. I cook all of my bracelets for 45 minutes at the proper temperature for the brand of polymer clay that you use.